Hey y'all, so as you can see behind me, and if you watched the last video, Tommy finished putting all of the tongue and groove up on the laundry room pantry walls, and now it's my turn because I do all the staining, or most of the staining and painting, so it's my turn to get in here and make it all look pretty. So I have chosen this minwax wood finish, which is early American, and I'm going to be putting it on with a paintbrush and then wiping it off with some of Tommy's old socks. On the other, that's going to be this back wall here, which you can just barely see, but that's going to be this back wall, which will be behind the washer and dryer. And the other three walls, I'm trying to find a light green, and I've seen some colors like on other TV shows or in magazines. I've seen a bunch of different colors I like, and none of these that I picked up at Lowe's are really cutting it, except there was one called Sea Salt. It's this one here. It's kind of a gray green. I do not like gray at all. You will never see me paint gray. But this has kind of a greenish tint to it. But I'm going to stain this back wall first, and then I'm going to hold up all my little paint swatches here and see if any of these are what I like. Like this, I know this is way too dark. This is a small room, and we don't want it to feel like a cave in here. But some of these are too gray. Some of these, like this, green grapes is too green. Not really. I don't know. For now, it doesn't, I think it's a little too minty for what I'm going for. I'm looking for something more neutral. So anyway, I'm going to be behind the washer and dryer, so it would be hard to film back there. So when I get up higher, I'll show you guys what I'm doing. But I'm going to sit down and do all the lower parts, and then I'll be back. Alrighty, I got the first 9 boards done, which means I'm basically halfway done. You can see the bare wood up here and the bottom part all down there. So let's carry on and finish this wall. That's 13 boards. 6 more to go. I'm gonna take a break. about every 3 boards because this stuff is strong and there's no window or ventilation in here. So I'm taking my break now. And by take a break, I mean take the dogs out, deal with the chickens, etc. They always run straight across the street. Aggie, come here. Come here. Want to go look at the lake? Let's go look at the lake. Come on. Look. Let's go look at the water. Want to go see the water? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Over here. Something's over there. Seeing water ripple. That alligator's gonna get you. Probably a turtle, but very peaceful. If you go this way, it takes you out to where the lake opens up. Can also get there going that way. There's 2 different ways. The bass fishing is good back in here. I call it a swamp view. I need some of those lily pads for my pond. Need to take the canoe out there and grab some. There's actually a beaver that lives back in here. I've seen it several times. I thought it was a nutria rat the first time I saw it, but it's a beaver. All right, y'all ready to go back inside? I gotta get back to painting and staining. Come on. Alrighty, I'm nearly done. So I'm going to be up on a ladder now to finish the rest of this because I'm short. I'm under 5'5", so I'm going to get the ladder out and finish the top part. Alright, now that I've got the main wall here stained, it's time to paint the other 3 walls. And I chose this Sherwin Williams paint called Coastal Plain. Here's the color. Don't know if it comes across showing exactly what it looks like because I'm looking at my camera. It looks rather gray, and in person it looks more green. So anyway, this is the paint I got. It's the 0 VOC paint, which is what I normally try to use. I got a satin finish, so let's get started painting these 3 walls. This paint is a primer and paint all in one, so I shouldn't have to have kills the wall first, put kills on there. So this should get pretty good coverage. It usually does. And I decided not to fill all of the nail holes to give it a more rustic look. If you decide to do this, you may want to fill your nail holes, depending on the look you're going for. I'm not going to go all the way to the edge because I don't have any sandpaper and Tommy's supposed to bring me some home. So, and I had already filled those nail holes, so it's going to be several hours before he gets home with sandpaper so that I can sand that and then paint that. But I can go ahead and knock out the rest of this while I'm waiting on him. But truthfully, there's going to be trim right here anyway, so it probably wouldn't matter if I went ahead and painted over that part. But there are a couple of places where I filled in nail holes that are not going to have trim, and that wouldn't look right. So as it's starting to dry, I can see the texture of the wood, so depending on how it dries, I may put a second coat. We'll see. All right, we are finished with the painting and the staining, or should I say I am, because this was my portion of the job. I'm very happy with the way this paint color turned out. When I was putting it on, it was looking really gray, and I am not a fan of anything that resembles a prison, but it did turn out to be that greenish color that I wanted, very natural. Earthy tone, not too green, definitely not gray, nothing lime, no weird colors, just a very light, pale greenish color that you might find in nature. And then the one stained wall, which is more of a focal point in here. So let me show you. Ignore the curtains I have laying on top of the dryer, but all right, here's the wall that's stained. Here's the walls that are painted. Turn around this way. Got here and up above there. Now Tommy still has to do this door frame here and above right here. And then of course all the trim. He wants to put a corner mold in, which I don't care. Most of this is going to be shelving anyway. So that's what's left to do. As far as that goes, I still need to paint the ceiling white. That probably hasn't been painted since 1979, that vent cover. So I'm going to take that down, either get all the rust off and repaint it, or just buy a new one if I can find the right size. Probably just gonna buy a new one. But anyway, that needs to be done. And the floor needs to be done. But we did get a lot done, and I'm very happy with the progress in here. So the next video we do about this room will be us installing all of the shelving. That's going to be for the laundry room the laundry part of it and the pantry part of it, because there's going to be shelves everywhere if I get my way, because I am so tired of having food in my office. And it wouldn't be a good selling point when we do go to put this house on the market if there's nowhere for people to put their food. So we're ticking off the boxes to get ready to put our house on the market so we can go buy our retirement property, which will be much more acreage than what we have now. Because while we thought as empty nesters we were ready to downsize and live in a little bitty house, 1,000 square foot house, and just spend all our time fishing, we decided we're still young, we're not quite ready to stop doing some of the things we enjoy doing. And Tommy wants cows, and you can't do cows on a 1/4 acre. Not reasonably anyway, not in a healthy way. So I have to get to work. We do work full-time as well as doing YouTube. This is not our full-time job. So we do thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next video.